Okay, let's do what he just did. So is everybody logged into Epic React? So let's all go into Epic React. And okay, awesome. Dogmawi's in. And we just want to make sure you're all set up and running and that you don't have any errors and that you're all good to go. And so we just did welcome to Epic React. You're more than welcome to do React fundamentals. You're going to be doing that. You've been doing that all week with Udacity, but if you want extra practice, it's there. And so next week, you're going to start on React hooks. So we can go to the React hooks welcome. And if you want, you can go out to the repository for React hooks for his React hooks workshop. He also has this talk that he did in Salt Lake City about React hooks. It's like 35 minutes, might be worth watching. But basically, you just can you don't have to go out to GitHub. You could just copy the clone URL here. And does everybody have VS Code open? So make sure you have VS Code open, and then
Yes.
okay, awesome. And then I have let's see, it says operation PWD. Okay, so I'm inside of like my documents folder, and then I have it inside of a Masterschool folder, and then I was recording a Loom video about kind of basically what we're going to be doing today right now. But basically, you just want to be inside of a folder. He said like have an epic-react folder, and you want to remember where it is right on your computer so that you can get back to it. So I mean, in your documents is probably a good place. And basically, what I have the URL copied. So you want to do git clone space and then paste the URL in just like that. And then you want to hit enter. So it says destination already exists. So I wonder if, because I deleted it, I wonder if it is not an empty directory. Oh yeah, you know what? Let me close out of Visual Studio Code. Because I had it already cloned and installed. And I think that and then I deleted it. So I think that it's not, let me just see. I ran into error. Silly pop up here. So then we'll go to here. Oh, okay, so this path does not exist. So let's see. Uh, open. Let's see. Okay, so I'm inside of. Oh, I already have an Epic React. So I'll just create a folder called test, and then I'll go into test, and then let's see, git clone. Okay. Did it work for everybody? It didn't work for me, so now it's working. Was everybody able to get that cloned? Mustafa got it.
I could clone it, yes.
You got it? Awesome. Got 2 thumbs up. Mustafa, Francisco. All right, so I assume everybody's got it. So that's good. Okay, so now that, let me see. Where do I have it here? So here it is, test. So here's React hooks, right? So I'm inside this test folder. If I type ls, so that should work. There's React hooks. It's also on the right side, so that's a good sign. So now I want to change into,
Jonathan, can you switch from streaming your browser to your screen now? Just so we can see
oh
your
yeah.
VS Code as well.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Forgot to do that. Let's see. Desktop 2. Okay. You able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. So, okay, so I was up until this point. I had this test folder because I was getting an error before because deleting things and messing up the path. And so the computer can't find it when I ask for it. So ls, so I have the React hooks. So cd react dash hooks. So now I'm inside the React hooks. And if I do ls, it's all there. It's also on the right-hand side here. And I can X out of that. And then if you click and open this package.json file, so basically this is where all the dependencies are and all of the scripts to run the workshop. So once you're inside the base level of the folder, you want to run npm install so that it looks at the package.json file and it goes out to the npm store and it installs all the packages. So I just want to make sure nobody. So Dagmawi, how's it going? You wrote not yet. Just want to make sure everybody is able to clone this and get this installed. You got it started? Okay, cool. So you just get a lot of these like messages. So it looks like it finished. The next thing you want to do is once it's finished, you want to run npm start. And it actually opened up over here. So let me bring this over here. On localhost 3000. And it might take a minute. All right, so you can see it kind of like opened up here. And then if you click on this first one, this first exercise, so there's that like navigation to go to the next type of exercise that he was talking about. And then this file on the left-hand side in gray is I believe is it the README file? Yeah, let's see. So in VS Code, if there's a keyboard shortcut, if you hold Shift Command on a Mac, at least V, it will turn the markdown into like something that's like more like readable, like what we're seeing in the browser. So actually, what we have to do is go into source. And then from inside source, if you go into exercise, and then if you go to this first markdown file, so this is the JavaScript file that you'll work out of to write your code. And then this markdown here is what we're looking at in the browser. So if I do that Shift Command and V again, you can see it's like the same thing. All right.
You're doing this in your terminal?
Oh, I would click, if you click on the markdown page and then click into the markdown page, like you see my cursor's blinking, and then you hold Shift and then hold Command and then tap the letter V. And I'll put that in Shift. Put that in the chat. Nifty little command. So all right, so we are now in here, and then we're in the JavaScript file. So now let's run the tests and see what he was talking about those tests. So if we want to stop the server on a Mac, if I hold Control and then tap C, that will stop the server. And then if we go back to the excellent, if we go back to the package.json file, the script, the test is like he was saying, we could do npm space run space test, we could do npm space test, or we could do npm space t. So whatever floats your boat there, we'll do npm test, and that'll run the tests. And so we can hit A to run all the tests. So you can see it's going to run all the tests now. And they all pass. And so we didn't do any work yet, right? So if we go inside the test files, and if we go to the first test file, 01.js, we can see that it has two import statements. Line 4 is the one that's working. Line 5 is the one that's commented out. So line 4 is actually pulling from, so I'll close this exercise file. It's pulling from this final folder and this file, which has the answer in it, right? Because he's giving us the solutions with the workshop. So if we want to challenge ourselves, which we want to do, right? We want to kind of give this a good faith effort. We have to go in here and we have to uncomment that solution file from being imported into the tests. And we want to uncomment the exercise file that we're working out of. And we want to save it. And it's watching the file for if we do anything to it, kind of like how live server watches the file. And so once I save the file and import the exercise file, it says that it's failing. And so that makes sense, right? Because we didn't type any code into the exercise file yet. And what you want to use the test for as well. So it's kind of like it's running the app, or it's kind of like you run a function, you write a function and then you run it, and you want to see like what logs out or what gets returned. So a test is kind of doing that, but it's more elaborate, and it's getting more into like what you do on a job is like you'd write a feature and then you'd write a test for it. So that's kind of like there is an expectation of that, is to know how to write tests, which he gets into later with Justin. When you get to the part of the curriculum where you're writing a server, then you're going to learn about writing tests there as well. So, but what you want to gain from the tests is that they give you a message, like typing a name shows a greeting, right? So when you go back to your exercise file, let's see if he has any of those. So this is the final file. This is the test file. Oh, it's in there. Okay, so we go back to the exercise file. We open this. There's Cody the koala. And here is this bomb. I forget who was that, like Billy the bomb. Delete this variable declaration. Let's see. And replace it with a react.useState call. Update the name here based on the event.target.value. So he's giving you the hints there. There's the hints in the test. And the same thing goes for the extra credit. So like if you're working on an extra credit problem, you have to do that whole uncommenting, comment out, and then uncomment the file you're working in. And we go back here, he goes through the solution in the video as well as the extra credit solution. So if reading the code from the solution, like if you're completely stumped after like 20-25 minutes, and you're going to the solution and you're still not understanding what he's doing in the solution, then you have the video solution that you can watch to see exactly what it is he's trying to get you to understand. So that's basically it for today. It's a new platform, it's a new curriculum, so just really wanted to go through the welcome part, go through what he did in the welcome part with you guys, make sure that you're not running into any errors. If you are, let me know. Let's see what the chat is. And yeah, was there any questions? Let me just stop the share because I can't see the, oh, there it is. Okay. How's everybody doing? Were you able to get it set up? do the whole comment on comment thing, run the tests.
Yeah, I had an error, but I fixed it. I had to switch my node version from 12
Okay.
to 16, and now it runs.
Okay, awesome. Francisco, you're about to say something?
I was gonna say everything's good so far.
Everything's good? Okay, cool.
Yep.